Vishal Dadlani of Vishal-Shekhar fame joining us today on Talk 100.3. Congratulations on the fabulous music of Fighter. We've been grooving to it. Every single track that's come out, Vishal Bhai, is just incredible. First up, congratulations on the fabulous tracks of Fighter. 3 tracks that have come out. All 3 are just amazing. Vishal from Vishal-Shekhar fame joining us on Talk 100.3. Yes, Vishal Bhai.
Thank you so much.
The thought that goes behind in creating an entire playlist for a film. How does Vishal and Shekhar sit together? How do you guys sit together and work out every single track?
With Siddharth Anand, it's always Vishal, Shekhar and Siddharth. Or Siddharth and Vishal and Shekhar. We sit together. He tells us what he needs. Mm-hmm. He tells us the story of the film. Usually we read the story of the film. This is the first time Siddharth actually gave us a narration.
Okay.
Because he's so connected to it, and we were all so moved by it that the 3 songs that you've heard so far, to be very honest, these are just the opening just the opening notes of the album, right? Basically, Sher Khul Gaye, Ishq Jaisa Kuch, these are young sort of pop songs. Heer Asmani is where it starts to get the music starts to really connect.
It does.
Although, no. Let me rephrase that, because Sher Khul Gaye is really connected to the story. You can't see it now in the video,
okay,
but you will see it in the film. It's a really, it's the point where the entire film turns around. All the songs are very, very intrinsic to the story. And with Heer Asmani, we've just started to show that.
Right.
The songs that are to come are a lot more, I think a lot deeper. A lot more rooted in the bravery and the courage and the story of our fighter pilots.
Right.
It's exciting times.
You mentioned that with Heer Asmani, the story is literally uncovering, right? The track that I heard, Heer Asmani, and I was like, this is nothing close to what Sher Khul Gaye was. When you listen to 2 different tracks, they sound they have 2 different souls altogether, right?
Yeah.
So how does a creative person like yourself switch off from Sher Khul Gaye to switch on for Heer Asmani?
It's not. It's never about one person. No film, no soundtrack, no song is about one person. So it's Shekhar, me, and Siddharth, and the story is driving us.
Okay.
So when 4 friends or 5 friends are together and they've just achieved like a milestone event in their life, and they feel like they're the kings of the world, they can sing something like Sher Khul Gaye.
Right.
But when a pilot is about to take off on a sortie and he goes through his aircraft and feels like a soul connection with a machine,
right?
But yet they speak the same language. They're one entity in that moment. So if you really watch the video of Heer Asmani, for example, when Hrithik touches his plane, like it's an intimate moment. So which is why my voice is soft, and you know what I'm saying?
True.
It's meant to it's about the connection between a pilot and the aircraft, right? And how deeply that is felt. The song is essentially a love song from the pilots to the aircraft or to the sky,
right?
Now, so whereas Sher Khul Gaye is a party song, there's romance in Ishq Jaisa Kuch. You know what I'm saying? This is where the pilots are seen as pilots for the first time, which is why you feel the connection.
Makes sense. Now, whenever you're putting in the tracks to layer ho gaye, story ke saath, you guys sit together, put in the thought process. How does the voice come into play? And I'm trying to, go away slightly from what we see, what we get, to where it all starts building up.
How does the voice come in? So a song starts with a voice, usually. Usually either Shekhar or I sing the scratch, or sometimes both of us sing the scratch. So the voice is, and how the vocal is working with the song is, the vocal melody is everything. Everything is built around that.
Right.
How we decide on who's going to sing it is really based on various things. I guess we cast voices like a director would cast actors. You need a certain range, you need a certain ability to express a certain emotion.
Right.
And there's people who have mastered certain things. You know what I'm saying? And there's people who can deliver those things. So what we tried, for example, is, I guess, so the reason that the first 2 songs had me is because I sing a lot of party songs and I'd sung the scratch. And like, what I'm saying, it's easy. I'm in a house. Then we called Benny in to sort of sing Sher Khul Gaye with me. Because it's multi-characters, right? Again, these are decisions that the director makes based on what's happening. Like I told you just now as well. So in Heer Asmani, I sing only the first verse.
Right.
Solo. And otherwise, I'm a backing track for B-Prack.
That's precisely where I was coming to. That's precisely where I was coming to, because you normally do a lot of high energy party tracks coming in from Pentagram to what we've experienced of you, Vishal. And then Heer Asmani is a complete different Vishal we get to experience. So वो pick कैसे होता है? कि ये
भाई सारे गाने हमारे ऐसे ही हैं. We are all Vishals and all Shekhars are all like any song you hear of ours, whether it be Manwal Aage, for example, or you hear जो भेजी थी दुआ, you hear झूमे जो पठान, or you hear Veshanam Rang. All of those at one point in time, all of those were sung by Shekhar and me only.
True.
So it's not that there's any form of vocal expression that we haven't done. You know, it's just that we, like I said, it's like if you have a palette of paint, you know, of different colors of paint, you use the one that suits the moment best.
Makes sense.
You know, so what we did, in fact, on Heer Asmani is Shekhar recorded, I recorded, and we recorded B-Prack. And then Siddharth chose because again, we didn't know the visual. Only Sid knew the visual.
Okay. So
he chose the voices according to how the song flows.
Nice.
You know, so where it's intimate between Hrithik and the Jet is my voice singing low and husky. And then where it opens up and you see the whole world, and you see the sky, and you see all the friends together, and the energy of then B-Prack kicks in over there, where I'm the backing vocal. You know, again, on this track now, you can't hear, but Shekhar has done a lot of textures. If you hear the ending of it, where you hear Asmani, Asmani, that's Shekhar. If you hear the first, there's a first high note, that's Shekhar as well.
Okay.
So, we serve the song. The song serves the film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no... So whatever's needed to make that emotion come through is what we do. That's what dictates it.
This is an incredible conversation that I'm having with you, Vishal. We've chatted up before as well, but those have been on films and the music that has been delivered. But this time, this conversation, I wanted to have this thought process behind, you know, what goes here. Now, there was a time...
Recording in progress.
There was a time where, you know, a Shah Rukh Khan ka backing vocals would always be Abhijit Da. Right, like in the 90s, Hamesha.
Backing vocal, nahi, wo main vocal.
Main vocal, sorry.
He was the playback voice.
The playback voice.
Backing vocal is the guy who sings, or the people who sing around
him. Okay.
Just for your clarity.
Thank you. So for Shah Rukh Khan, the voice would be always Abhijit Da. For Salman Khan, for the longest time, it was SP.
That's not true. Ye Abhijit Da bolte hain, but at that point in time, the same time, Udit ji was also singing for Shah Rukh.
Right.
Shanu Da was also singing for Shah Rukh. At the end of the day, Shah Rukh can justify any voice on the screen. That's why he's Shah Rukh Khan.
Which is true.
You know what I'm saying?
So, is that call taken by the music director or the director? Or both?
Director, music. So there's no walls between the what do you call it? As a hierarchy, itna nahi. We, you know, when it comes to making music, we're in the room together and we do what sounds right to us, what feels right for the film.
Okay.
You know, calls are taken jointly, almost in every sphere.
Okay.
You know, often enough, the actor will have, sometimes pertinent, sometimes totally random, but will also have an opinion, which we are happy to take on board. You know. Because at the end of the day, if you want 1 billion people to like it,
true.
मतलब 6-8 लोगों को तो पसंद आना चाहिए पहले. You know, the first thing is everyone in the room should be happy.
Makes sense. Now, one question away from everything else, and that is something that is facing right in front of us, and that is AI making music.
I love it.
Yeah, you're the first one who's saying that. You're the first one who said that.
Oh no! See, you have to be secure as hell to say I love it. But I'll tell you why I love it. I've heard AI do everybody's voice.
Yes.
Everybody's.
True.
The one person whose voice AI has not been able to do is mine, baby.
क्या बात है? ये हुई ना बात. ये हुई ना बात.
आप जाइए इंटरनेट पे और देखिए, मतलब AI version. You know, there are songs that people have wanted to hear in my voice, and they made versions, and it does not sound like me, I'm proud to say. I'm sure the time will come when it does. But abhi tak to aaspas bhi nahi hai. Matlab, it's not on the same planet.
Kya baat hai? This is incredible.
So, no, that's a joke. But the truth of the matter is, I'll tell you why I love AI. I love AI because, see, eventually, you have to understand, AI is built on source material.
Right.
When you give AI a prompt, make a song. If you say, okay, make a Vishal and Shekhar song. It has to go through a lot of material that Vishal and Shekhar have created,
Mm-hmm.
and then produce whatever simulation of that it can.
Right.
Right now, its abilities are limited. That will get, the way it's gone nuts exponentially in the last year,
Mm-hmm.
it'll happen again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is an exponential growth. In 5 years, you'll be seeing mad things being done by AI.
True.
But the thing is, without the source material, it's nothing.
Right.
It can't create a Vishal and Shekhar song without Vishal and Shekhar source material.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that song will always belong to us.
That is so true.
You know what I'm saying? And eventually, legally also, it will head in that direction. It has to. You know what I'm saying? If you're using the source material, if that's your source,
right,
and there will be a chain naturally, right?
True.
It's an online thing, or it's a app, or it's a program that's doing it. So obviously it'll be embedded where the material has come from.
Fair.
So, at the end of the day, go on, man, knock yourself out. Like having 30 Vishal and Shekhars making music. I love it. Go for it. Go for it. I would love to hear it. So there's a guy, there's a music producer called Anshuman Sharma.
Okay.
In Delhi.
Yes.
Young guy, brilliant, absolute genius. He's been doing cover versions of songs in Rafi Saab's voice.
Right, yes.
So he gets a friend of his to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it's an uncanny facsimile of what Rafi Saab did.
Yeah.
But if you hear, now this is the magic of it, right? If you hear it without the visual, right? You don't see, you'll be like, ye to Rafi Saab ga raha hai.
Bilkul.
AI bahut acha ho gaya, to AI hai hi nahi.
Right, true.
You understand? AI has removed itself from the equation and it's become a Rafi Saab song.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
So, if you really think about it, we don't have much to worry about. I mean, obviously, there will be people who use it in a sinister manner. That will always be there for any technology. But personally, as someone who enjoys technology very much, I can't wait to see where it goes.
This is incredible. I'm looking forward to more of this conversation as well. Vishal, I know we are running short of time. I'll just request you for one line of any of those 3 tracks that have come out so far.
Why? But request me for one line of each of the songs.
Arre, kya baat hai? Ye hui na baat.
Matlab, hamare gaane hai. We are here to promote them. Come on, the least we can do. Okay, so I'm going to dedicate this to your people. To the listeners of Talk, what is it? What's the frequency? I can't see.
Talk 100.3.
Okay, so to the listeners of Talk 100.3, I just want to say these are for you. And also that my voice is totally battered, so forgive me, but nonetheless. अभी तो हम देख लो बिल्कुल गए के घर के सारे रास्ते भूल गए वो जो भी हमें देखे वो कहता रहे Okay, that's one. Then there's होने लगा है जो इश्क यार वो इश्क जैसा कुछ. And then there is ज़मीं वालों को समझ नहीं आनी मेरी हीर आसमानी. Please go check out all the songs, play them loud, enjoy them, and let me know what you thought of them.
Thank you so much, Vishal bhai, for having this conversation. Looking forward to a lot more, and a conversation that probably will dive deep further and speak about AI.
I mean, hey, if AI does what it's meant to do, I might not have to show up. आप ही कर लो AI के साथ.
नहीं यार, ये conversation आपके साथ better है. AI से नहीं करेंगे हम.
Imagine how much time we'll all save. Just generate an interview with Vishal. Done.
है ना? But फिर बाद में वो ये नहीं बोलेगा. अच्छा सुन, I'm talking to Prabhas.
ये भी ठीक है. Kattappa and Bahubali together.
Thank you so much, Vishal, for this conversation. Looking forward to more.
Take it easy. Have a good one.
Bye.